So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Justria. I tried to film and get ready with me. I didn't like how it was coming out. I really wasn't being transparent with y'all, and that's not me, and y'all know that. What I'm doing right now, you guys, I'm priming my face. Underneath this thing is a wig, blonde wig, y'all. I'm blonde underneath here. I'm just tying it up because tomorrow I have a job interview. So I want to get down and go down a list of things that has been going on with me, because I feel like I haven't uploaded in forever. It's been about 2-3 months now since I've done the actual upload, like one where I really like give y'all like my full on attention. And honestly, I let somebody stop me, tell me that they felt like I was an embarrassment, stop me from making YouTube videos, because I felt like, why am I putting my life out here for people to go sit there and judge and look at me? But then I realized that YouTube makes me happy, and this is who I am as a person. And if you don't like it, or if it's not for you, then I guess I'm just not your cup of tea, and that's okay with me. First off, I want to start off with my family. I feel like I want to get that out the way, because first things first, I feel like we need to get the important stuff out of the way first. If you're looking, yes, I broke a nail. Can't find a good nail tech down south. If you know somebody, let me know some. Preferably black. Okay, because Lil Ling Ling messing up my nails, and I'm tired of paying her $100 and some $60 to $100 every time I go there. Flip. Damn. Alright, I can fix that. Whatever. So y'all, yeah, so this is the Maybelline that I'm using. I know my top looks terrible. It's okay. I don't need a lot. So yeah, my family, when it comes down to it, if we're talking family, I do not associate anymore with the side of the family that tried to kill me. I feel like once you put your hands on me, that is a wrap. Don't talk to me anymore. I feel like I didn't have boundaries, or I let a lot of stuff slide that I should have not let slide, and that's my fault. I'm grown. Should have said something about it, no matter how I felt or the backlash, because the same thing that I was trying to avoid with the backlash and the "oh, she's lying" accusation. It's the same accusations that I had to go deal with now, and honestly, I'd rather have dealt with it a long time ago and put my foot down and put my stance down and left if it was such a big deal, because at the end of the day, I literally, if I would have just put my pride aside and came back home and got my shit together, I probably wouldn't have been in this shit. That's my fault. However, the stuff that occurred, like with the putting their hands on me, that's not my fault. Some people are just so messed up mentally that it makes sense for them to go put their hands on people. And I'm not one to judge, and I'm not judging, so when I say this, I honestly feel like you're a sick person. If you feel like you have to put your hands on somebody, you're a sick person. And that goes for young, old, female, male on male, female on female. Because if it ever gets to the point where you feel like, okay, I'm so mad I want to put my hands on you, you gotta chill out. Because honestly, everybody's not gonna take that in stride, and they'll be like, oh, I understand, you probably didn't mean that, you were probably in your feelings. Like, it's been times where I have been pissed off, but I have never thought to go that far and put my hands on somebody. Like, I've been in situations with racist people and people who were bigots and jerks and assholes, and I've never like once thought like, you know what, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to put my hands on somebody. I really did. But did I do it? No, because I felt like, what is that gonna solve? Me putting my hands on you is going to solve what? Nothing. Like, honestly, think about it. If I put my hands on you today and you still gonna feel the same way you feel, you just gonna have a black eye, I'm gonna beat you up, or I'm gonna go to jail, and you still gonna feel the same way that you feel, but now I'm just giving you more proof. If you ignore ignorance, then ignorance has to be gone. So when it comes down to my family and with them trying to put their hands on me, I really feel like that's dead, especially to my grandmother. I feel like out of all people or whatever, you should never put your hands on me. I understand that you're gonna try not to go protect your son and all, but right is right and wrong is wrong, and I stand up on the shit I said. And if you feel like I'm a liar, then I will be that or whatever. But as far as continuing to argue about you, I have not. And honestly, I have not really spoken to that side of the family unless I talk to my brother. And even with him, like, we talk about, like, his kids and stuff. Like, we don't, like, I personally don't focus on that, and we don't focus on that. And I'm kind of glad he doesn't, like, bring it up, because, baby, why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. So yeah, that side of the family is dead to me. Reconnecting with this side of the family felt weird because there was a lot of trauma and hurt that came. And I guess you get to a point where you just grow up and you be like, you know what? I'm not finna hold a grudge against these people forever. Like, honestly, coming back home, I knew that I had issues with my parents. And nobody's gonna tell you this, but at some point you have to forgive and let go. And you don't forgive people for them, you forgive people for you. Honestly, I was living in so much fear being on my parents. I was like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, da da da. And I was just like, girl, this is who you are. At the end of the day, as long as you respect their rules and you do da 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 da, you're gonna be A-okay. This is that and the third. And honestly, I've been able to have conversations with my parents about certain things that they've done, and we've discussed it openly, and we've talked about it. And I guess time is going on, and it's not as scary as I thought it was gonna be. Honestly, like, if I would have known this, I would have been came down here and fixed it a long time ago, because now this is the kind of growth that I need to, like, move forward. And it's certain things like that I'm not gonna sit there and say, like, oh my gosh, I've done it all by myself. Like, I got a therapist. I pay this man $130 until my fucking insurance kicks in, which makes no sense. I don't understand insurance. I don't, like, you pay all this money for it and you still gotta kick out money just before you can start getting the benefits of it. But yeah, so we worked on that. We worked on a lot of stuff. I stopped doing YouTube because for a while, because I felt embarrassed, because somebody told me that they wish that I should be embarrassed of myself because I put my glory and my pain on YouTube and stuff like that. But I feel like it ain't never bothered me before, so why should I let it bother me now? And just because you feel some type of way doesn't mean that I should have to feel some type of way because you feel some type of way. Some people are open books, some people are not. I'd rather be honest because this is what helps me get through my depression and my anxiety and all my other stuff. Next, I'll talk about my mental health. I feel like that's very, 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 very important. And I don't want to skip over that, so we're going to talk about it. I have a therapist, and I have PTSD. For those of you who don't know what PTSD is, it's post-traumatic stress disorder, and it causes me to have anxiety, little spikes of depression, insomnia, so, like, just a lot of stuff. And my PTSD comes from my childhood and past relationships. They put me on medicine. I'm not going to sit there and lie and say that I've been taking it every day, because I have not. I only take it when there is a day off that I have, or a day where I'm really not going to do anything, because when I take the medication, it shuts down my whole body and it mellows me out. When I say it mellows me out, like, all this I'm losing my mind just a little, like, excitement that I have right here, like, with my medicine, like, all that is finished, is gone, it's for the birds. That's like imagination. Like, what is a happy day? Like, like, what is in, like I'm mellow, so I'm not, like, freaking out, but I'm also not doing anything because I'm too tired to move. I don't feel like myself. And that's the lightest medication that they have. And they put me on Lexapro. Honestly, day to night. Honestly speaking, when it comes down to my mental health, I've been working on it. That's why I took a break and a hiatus, because Honestly, when you have PTSD, things are very, 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 very triggering. And nobody's going to go sit there and tell you, like, oh, yeah, when you have anxiety, it feels like this. Or, oh, when you have this, it feels like that. Like, nobody's going to tell you that. Like, nobody's going to tell you that with your PTSD, like, your insomnia is going to kick your ass. And this is going to be so nice when you just really want to go to sleep. But you can't, because you know that deep down, you're going to lose it. Or that the moment you do get calm, that's when all the thoughts of the day are going to pop back up, and you're going to have to sit there and deal with that. And that's something that I guess people aren't going to like really talk about too much, because people like to talk about their glory. Nobody likes to talk about their shame. I really feel like if you can talk about your shame, you can talk about your glory. If you talk about your glory, you can talk about your shame. And I feel like if you're going through it, like, just speak on it, because you never know. Like, I had a friend from Philly, like some girl who I was helping out, and she thought she had a coronavirus. Now that is shame. And she told me about it. I'm not finna go say her name or whatever, but she thought that she had it. And at the end of the day, she was vulnerable and she was open with me about it. And we were able to talk about it. And that's something that's like a shameful moment. Because people are always going to look at you and be like, okay, whatever. Because if just imagine that information would have got out and it would have went somewhere else. And they would have been like, oh, such and such, she got this and she got that and da-da-da-da-da. Like, that is a scary thing. And when you, like, that's an intimate thing. And I was telling y'all, like, oh, you telling her business. I didn't say who. I just said some girl who is my friend. Period, cool. What else? Speaking of, we're still on mental health. I don't want to like skip and bypass. I've been getting better. I've realized that I'm gonna need a new therapist. My therapist, I feel like he's trying to sleep with me low key. Yeah, I said it. I feel like my therapist is trying to sleep with me low key, so I'm gonna have to find me another one. He's a really good therapist, but it's certain things that he says that makes me like stop and question, like, remember, I pay you to be professional up in his butt. Okay. But besides that, my mental health, I've been working on it. I've been on medication to balance me out. I've cut off a lot of things from my mental health. I deleted my Facebook for my mental health. Facebook is very triggering to me because I keep on getting blocked on Facebook for being pro-black. And I see a lot of you know, people who are white activists who care about their race, and you know, I get it. Say all types of crazy stuff all online or whatever, make the craziest memes and joke about, you know, us black folks and, you know, whatever, and their post doesn't get deleted or taken down. I put up a post which was a true story, and then it's like, oh, this is bullying. How is me telling the truth bullying? Because when did it become bullying for somebody to tell the truth? That's all I want to know. When did it become bullying for somebody to tell the truth? It really blew me. So, and I got, yeah, Facebook has just become overly filtered, and you can't say nothing anymore. You can't be like, oh yeah, this is that and the third. You can't even make a joke anymore on Facebook without somebody being so butthurt. So I just guess I kind of got off of it, and also I got tired of seeing like so many people fake being pro-black online. And it pisses me off because I've been pro-black for the longest. And I've been preaching, same thing I've been preaching for years and years and years. I'm like, oh, that's hate, that's hate, that's hate, that's hate, that's hate. And with the climate that we're in, with the killings and the I can't breathe memes and them being funny, and then white people coming in saying what black leaders have been saying for years and getting the credit for it, I feel some type of way. Like, if I was a black leader, I would feel some type of way, especially if the same Negroes who said I was wilding out and I was going crazy had sat there and told me some stuff. It seems like there's no, like, when there's no justice, we can't be peaceful because peaceful protests don't work. And I'm not saying burn it down, but shit, if it gets your attention where you like, all right, let me stop, you know, what I'm doing or whatever, then do that. But make sure your message is being said. I really don't want to talk about the Black Lives Matter movement because I feel like I already done did my whole entire makeup and it won't do. And besides, honestly, I've been wanting to delete my Facebook. I just kind of got tired of seeing the same old thing. It's like girls with booty pictures, girls talking down on other women about not having kids versus having kids and stuff like that. Like, don't get it twisted. I have my own opinions, and I know that my opinions are very contrary. I'm a supporter of Donald Trump, only because he's honest, and you know what you're getting when you deal with him. Only reason why. If it was like Hillary, who has like these pending cases and stuff and pedophilia and all this other stuff. Like, if it came down to, I don't talk politics because I know some of y'all gonna be like, why are you talking politics during your show? Honestly, if it came down to it, I'd rather be with the person who's openly outward hateful than the person that's sitting there pretending. Like, Joe Biden has said some things. Like, all these candidates have done like messed up things, and I know we're like, we have to choose a president, but I will stick with Donald Trump. Okay, he makes me want to get my hustle on. He makes me want to get my stuff together. He even, like, Donald Trump made me want to go out there and become a millionaire by next year, because like, he ain't playing with y'all. Like, he just signed this thing, and I'm so thankful for it. Like, yes, let them people know that college degree don't mean nothing unless they ain't got the skill set to prove it, because I'm one of those people who did not go to college, but I have a lot of skills. And I've been getting denied jobs because I didn't go to college. So my skills came from actually being in the field. And it's not fair to me that I actually have the skills that pay the bills. And these people coming out of college with degrees and stuff that they didn't really work for. I feel like if you go back to that premises and that style, there's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, I know some of y'all be like, but how could you stand with Trump? Don't you know that he's doing this? Don't you know that he's doing that? Oh yeah, that's another reason why I delete my Facebook. You can't have an opinion. The moment you say something about something, somebody's gonna be so butthurt, and the next thing you know, you can't post and you can't do this, and then the same people who sitting there watching your page talking smack. Okay. Be the same ones that'll be right there, flagging your stuff, and I'll be like, look, I just said this and I said that, and they'll put words in your mouth, and now you a bigot, now you a hater, now you ain't got no respect for nobody, and look, it's just a lot. Also, mental health. Speaking of getting rid of things, I got rid of my OnlyFans, you guys. I had an OnlyFans. So before you be like, oh my gosh, you're such a whore. I know. But no, on a serious note though, I got rid of my OnlyFans. Honestly, I did, because I didn't like the feeling that it gave me. I get that some people make their money from there, but I wasn't okay with people like going up and digging up my phone number or looking up my stuff and then coming around a block, spinning around a block just to tell me that I'm such a whore and I'm everything else. And just, I didn't like it. Had people calling my phone, texting my phone, trying to get at me, stuff like that. I didn't like it. It's just, I realized it wasn't for me. I did not like it at all. I thought it was disrespectful. And I know some of y'all like, why would you have an OnlyFans? I was broke. Honestly, not working, or when you finally do find work and having to spend money after you don't spend all that money and still having to go pay your therapist and pay your phone bill and stuff, do all that other stuff, you gotta get it how you live out here. That's why I don't knock people's hustle. Like, if you have a hustle, whatever it is, go ahead and do that, sis. Like, if you get your bills paid, go do it. Don't let nobody tell you that, like, oh, what you're doing is wrong. Unless it's illegal and it's gonna get you in jail or whatever. Please don't do it. But, like, whatever your hustle is, like, whether you want a pole, you a sugar baby, whatever you do, don't let nobody shame you for your hustle, because if your bills go off or you homeless, ain't nobody gonna be out there to go protect you. And if you have responsibility like children's and stuff like that, that's gonna be even harder. Like, I was struggling and I ain't got no kids. Okay? I don't have no kids, and I was struggling. So I can imagine people who have kids who be like, well, I gotta do what I gotta do. And I can see people who live on their own or who don't have people to fall back on and can't be like, oh, well, all right, I guess I'll go figure it out. Because, and even then, you still have to make a way for yourself. So moving forward, yeah, let's just say that. Like, don't let nobody knock you off your hustle. But I honestly deleted my OnlyFans after having it for 2 months. No, I have to wait until the 4th to go delete my OnlyFans. But I deleted it because it was bringing a little extra income. I'm not gonna lie, like $20 here, $30 there. It came in handy, especially when people would pay for messages. Yeah, like it would really, get the stuff paid. But like a little bill here, a little bill there, like help out on this, help out on that. But as far as like actually enjoying it, I did not. And the crazy part is, I didn't record any new videos for my OnlyFans. I ended up pulling off videos from Pornhub and other places where people had done posted my videos at, because not gonna lie, when I first moved in with my best friend, somebody had done showed me a video of me on Pornhub, and it was one from my ex-boyfriend, and the one that I spoke so highly about. Oh my gosh, Ulysses. This man had a whole Pornhub video of me up there, and he was treating me like crap. And I was like, bruh, how you gonna have me on your page and you don't want to talk? That don't make no sense to me. It just don't make no sense to me. So I got the video removed off of Pornhub, and I said, you know what? And then somebody kept on sending me another video, so I removed all my videos and I posted them on my OnlyFans. I refuse to be exploited. I refuse to be exploited. And hey, OnlyFans is a job. I don't care what nobody says. I know some people gonna be like, girl, you had an OnlyFans, you can't talk, baby. I can talk. Wanna know what I can say like Sunburst, baby? Because I'm honest with myself. I'm very honest with myself. Like, I'm not finna go sit there and lie to myself. A lot of people will sit there and lie to themselves like all day and all night, but me, I'm not finna do that. I feel like me lying to myself is just stupid. I'd rather be honest with me than to sit there and be like, oh no, it's no big deal. It's very much a big deal. I didn't like it. I didn't appreciate it. And I seen that all the exes that when we broke up and when they kept on coming back around, boy, why? Yeah, so now I have a no phone policy when I am getting the busies, because I don't like and I don't trust men no more in that regard or that respect. If we're getting down and busy, please put your phone away. If I don't have my phone out, don't have your phone out. What else? We're talking mental health. Mental. I don't like the medication they put me on. When I stopped taking it, I felt better. Honestly and truly, I didn't feel like I was trapped anymore. And I was finally able to get up. Nice to know, right? After the fact that they changed my schedule. Because apparently I'm really great at customer service and they don't want to let me go. But the fact that I'm not waking up on time or I can't go to work because I have so many appointments, I have to have a different schedule now. I'm kind of glad that this company is moving around to help me with my needs somewhat. I just don't like, it's not that I don't like my job. Let me say it. I don't like my job. I really don't. I don't like customer service. I like working with children more. Makes me want to be a teacher, but I realize that I know I won't be able to be a great teacher because I have too many opinions and I would speak my damn mind and I would not hold back. And while everybody's like, oh my gosh, you can't say that as a teacher, you're going to get fired, I would be fired as a teacher. And I know this. Okay, I know this. I know this is the passion. What else? What else that I want to talk about? My mental health, friends. I have been trying to keep friends, but I realized that the people who have been around me have not been the best for me, if it makes any sense. So I've been realizing that the people who I've been hanging around have been trying to buck me for my shmoney, and I'm just not a fan of it. Because I'm not no dummy, and I see a lot of stuff. And just because I don't say stuff does not mean that I'm not peeping stuff. I'm not slow. I have a lot of deja vu moments where these are moments where I sit back and when I think about it, when I get that feeling, no. But when I think about it, like, I'll be like, this ain't gonna work out. And I just know it, and I just slowly fall off the face of the earth of your planet, and I go back into mine. I've been trying to have friends since me and my ex best friend fell out, had a falling out. I honestly realized that from their friendship that she was an alright friend, just like I was to her. I wasn't what she needed, and she wasn't what I needed. And it's no shade, and it's not a dig, because I don't want nobody to say, oh, you're making digs. You're making digs. No, I'm not making digs. I'm just simply saying that we weren't good for each other. Like, we had really good intentions for each other, but honestly, we weren't good for each other. And if we're to get back together, I'll be like, okay, but there's gonna have to be some changes, because I'm nobody's do girl. I'm nobody's punching bag, and there's certain things that I will not be tolerating this time around. I feel like we were just having the same conversation and nothing was getting changed. I mean, I still love her to this day or whatever. I even texted her and I told her I had a crush on her. Honestly, I feel like we wouldn't be good friends, but I feel like we'd be good girlfriend. And I kind of told her that I wanted to be her lady. Yeah, I said that to her. And it was very scary. Didn't realize this Pride Month when I said it. But yes, I said it to her. I was very honest. She did not text me back. I guess she got my message. But I was very honest and vocal with how I felt. I told her some stuff, and that's for me to know. But yeah, I basically came out to her. So yeah. Friends, I may play dumb, but I'm not dumb at all. People try to take that and use it against me because I don't speak up. I feel like we're grown in certain situations I don't have to speak on. I feel like when you're wrong, and it shouldn't be a conversation that I need to have with you, especially as a grown adult. Like, I realized that the people who have been coming around me are not the best. I've realized that a friend who I've had for over several years, we've grown apart, and that's okay. We're not on the same page anymore, and I can respect that more and without feeling some type of way now than if it was beforehand, where I'd be like, oh my gosh, why would you do that to me? Why would you do this to me? Like, we were supposed to be like this. But I realized we're not close as we used to be, and that's fine. I know it bothers certain people when they're not close to other certain people like that, but to me, I did a whole evaluation chart. I'll go pull it up, and I'll go show you what it looks like. And I don't want my get ready with me, but I really found out. I did this chart with my job, the jobs that I have now, and stuff like that, and I've realized a lot of things are not salvageable, and that's okay, because life has to continue to go forward, and we cannot sit there, or I cannot sit there and be sitting there hoping and praying and saying, oh, please act right so that we can be friends forever. If it's not meant for us to be friends, it's not meant for us to be friends, and I'm not going to force anything on nobody, and that's what my job, I'm not going to force nothing. I realize that life happens, and that you can have a plan, it can go completely low. People always like to boast and talk about their victories and stuff. I'd rather talk about my losses with you so you have a real idea of what life is like. Because when you're growing up, nobody tells you like the struggles of what real life is going to be. And if they do, it sounds hard. They're like, oh no, that's not going to be me. Until you actually get there And then you have to actually live out all this stuff. And living out this stuff is tough. People try to make it seem like life is just this big, like the world is your oyster. The world is not your oyster. Like, the world can be yours, yes, if you work hard and you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. And even then, like, you need to have a belief system. You have to figure out who you are as a person. Like, I'm 24. I don't even know who I am. And I want to know who I am as a person. Fully. I know what I like. I'm starting to figure out what I like and what I don't like. Like, I don't like toxic relationships anymore. I used to feel like I used to deserve toxic behavior because growing up, that's what I seen, toxic. And it wasn't even with my parents that I seen toxic. It was out in the streets, in the world, that I was seeing toxic. And then when I was young, me and my parents is not close. And like, we're not close now, but we're a little closer. So I get to see them on a more personal, interpersonal level. So I'm like, okay, you know, that's cute. This is what I think I might want. And I guess you can say, when you're like, I guess I convinced myself when I was younger that I deserved toxic relationships and stuff like that. I never really liked it, and it's just like, I've realized I've never liked toxic relationships. Never. Not one time did I ever like a toxic relationship. And the people are like, oh, but it's easy to get in toxic. Let me tell you how easy it is to get in toxic relationships. It is easy to be in something that you want to be out of, but you don't know how to get out of. Like, people try to make it seem like it's so hard to get into a toxic relationship. It is the easiest thing to do. And you can do it without even knowing that you're doing it. Like, and you won't even realize until, like, you sitting there and you explaining this to somebody who you close to, and be like, yeah, man, we be going through this, we be going through that, and da 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 da. And then they're sitting on the other side because they care about you, looking at you like, why are you still there? And then you ain't got no excuse, and then next thing you know, they're telling you that you like toxic. You're like, no, I don't like toxic. No, I don't like toxic. But in reality, you like toxic because it's what you used to. Honestly, when it comes down to it, I want to say that I've realized that I don't like toxic relationships anymore. I like healthy relationships. So I try to foster as many healthy relationships as I possibly can without having that issue of me feeling like I'm always in control. Yeah. I mean, I just wanna talk to y'all. Can I do that? Like, I'm done with my makeup. I'm not like a real, like, makeup guru, like, spend hours in the time there. But I said, let me do a get ready with me, practice my makeup for my interview tomorrow. Because I do have an interview for a manager position. It's some job that I just, like, randomly applied for. And, you know, it's a manager position. So, Indeed said I was good for it. Shoot. I took my Indeed assessments. They said I was good with the managerial stuff out here in these streets. Great personal assistant, receptionist, good service. Oh, quick side note. I've realized that my strengths are in service, acts of service, when it comes down to people. But that's my love language. So I guess when I'm in love and I'm doing my love language, I make a great manager. I do make a great manager. I make a wonderful, marvelous manager. Alright, so yeah. But yeah, people, I just want to talk to y'all real quick. But people often tell you, like, oh, people often boast on their, like, victories, but ain't nobody boasting on their flaws and failures like that. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first found out I had my depression, I didn't want to tell nobody this, because that was like a low blow. Like, just imagine you sitting there and you telling somebody, yeah, I have depression. Yeah, I have anxiety. Yeah, this is why I haven't, like, done what I'm doing. But now I'm working on myself and I'm getting me together, right? And then somebody sitting there like, Ooh, I would be ashamed to say that out loud. Like, why you getting yourself together? That will stress you out. Like, that'll make you feel like you don't want to say not another word to nobody about nothing. Like, you're not even gonna be sitting there trying to talk to nobody. Somebody say, oh, if it ain't going how you want to do, you gonna sit there and lie and say, oh, it's going great. When in reality, it's not going great. Nobody's gonna boast out their failures and be like, this is where I messed up at. This is where. No. People who boast their success all the time had to go through great failure before they got to that greatness, because you don't just get a good dude. You have to kiss a couple of frogs before you get a good dude. Like, I remember most of my relationships before I met one of my very few exes who I can say was good to me, I had to kiss some frogs before that. And I had to go through heartbreak, cheating, all this other stuff. And guess what? We still didn't work out. So guess what? That's a lesson that even if it's good, if it's not meant for you, it's not going to work out. And these are lessons that you have to learn as life goes forward, because you just can't sit there and be like, well, I was just guessing that life is going to get as bad as this. Especially when you have big dreams and goals. You can't say you want to be married and not have no patience, no temperance, don't know how to talk to nobody. No. Because the world is going to test you. Whatever you believe in, it's going to test you with whatever you say you want to do. If you say you want to be a millionaire, it comes with prices, especially in this day and age when it comes time to being a millionaire. Oh, baby, that is a lot of work. Like, you gotta pay people. You live in a sensitive time where you can't say what you really feel. You have to be cautious. You have to have the look. You have to be so many things to get to this level. And if you're not willing to grow and adopt and change and take failures and lessons, and things happen to you as a lesson and not like, oh, this is a L, let me eat that or whatever, like as in a loss, but a lesson, then you don't have no real goals, don't have no dreams. Just think like, okay, what can I do just to get by? Like, don't have no goals, just be like, I just need to get by. And let that be your motive, because when you say you want stuff, you're gonna have to actually fight for that stuff. And that stuff is hard. Like, honestly, I said I want to move to Texas. I'm still gonna go to Texas. It may not be right now, but I'm still going to Texas. I said I want to have my stuff. I'm getting my stuff together. I'm getting my mental health together. I'm getting my mind. I'm getting my body. I'm getting my spirit all together. Why? Because if not, who's going to get that ready for me? Nobody but me. I have to make sure I'm okay. I have to make sure that if I like my nails done, I got to make sure that I can afford to get my nails done. I make sure I can get my hair done, makeup, all this stuff. Whatever I want, I have to make sure that I can do it. And this comes with sacrifices and stuff that you have to do. Like, trust. But yeah, I was talking about mental health and me getting rid of some stuff. I talked about my family. I talked about friends, trying to make new friends. Honestly, this new batch of people who have been coming into my life, I'm just kind of like over it. I feel like we're not going to be friends because I want to be money savvy. They want to blow money fast. They want to do scamming. They want to scam and do fraud. I want to do the basics and the simples. I'm not trying to be out there robbing Wells Fargo and BOA. You feel me? Like, no. I just want to go home, go to work, get my life together, and be like on this base up here. Like, that's what I want. I want somebody who can come into my world. When it comes down to relationships, I'm kind of trying to get rid of this dude. It's kind of hard because we connect, and I really feel like it's salvageable if we work on our communication. But if not, he has to go. I told myself I would give him 2 months to get his stuff together. He has 3 weeks left to get his stuff together. Because I just can't. It's stressful. And every time we get into it, he says we're not together. But then, and when I want to do what I want to do, because we're not together, it seems like it's a problem. And from the outside looking in, I know it looks like it's a lot, but I want him. And not only do I want him, I feel like he has potential to be a great man. And even if he's not the great man for me, I still want to give it my best, because I know that I wasn't giving it my best earlier and prior to that. Yeah. So I think I talked about almost everything. My mental health, I have PTSD, With my PTSD, it comes with underlying depression, underlying anxiety and stuff. I'm taking medication for it. I stopped taking the medication for it because it shut down my body. But I have been working with my therapist. I'm going to get me a new therapist soon, because I want to continue to improve on myself. When it comes down to my family, when it comes down to my biological father's side, it's still fuck them. I know it's not polite to say, but that's what it is. I feel like once you showed me that you don't care about me, or that you're not gonna stand up for what's right, we can't be around each other. Family, friend, sister, brother, cousin, niece, nephew, whatever. And we're not gonna sweep issues underneath the rug, because this is how we have so many issues and stuff, especially in the African American community, which I'm not gonna get into that. When it comes down to friends or whatever, I've done a chart. Oh yeah, let me go get my chart. Yeah, I started my quarantine weight. But no, when it comes down to family, when it comes down to friends and stuff, I feel like I'm not gonna force it. It's like a ponytail, like I tell stuff like that. It is what it is. If we don't work, we just don't work out, and that's just it. You gotta go. It was nice knowing you. That's what it is. This is what it isn't, and this is how we're gonna move forward. I didn't talk about my finances because I've been trying to play catch up, honestly, with my finances. Like, I can't even buy the stuff that I want to buy. It's like some educational stuff. It's $500, and I want it. I really want it. It's really technical savvy. I want it, but I can't afford it because I've been having to spend like mad money, like on my so many bills. What else? Finances, my love life. Currently talking to somebody. He has 3 weeks to get his act together, or he's kaput out the door. And that's on period, baby. The week started, I feel like our week starts on Sunday, so he has 3 more Sundays to get it together. If he does not get it together, then he can go walk and stuff and hit the door. Go hit the road, Jack, and don't come back no more. Alright, and just where have I been? The reason why I haven't been posting so much is because I'm trying to get myself together, and that is a lot of work. And honestly, coming from so many traumatic experiences, you don't want to be on the camera, and you need to get yourself together mentally. Getting yourself together mentally is tough, because you have to do that while also continue living life. Because even though you're getting yourself together, like, it doesn't mean that everybody else is getting that stuff. Like, life does not stop because you're going through depression. Okay? I know nobody's going to tell you that, but life does not stop because you're going through depression. Yeah, I went blonde. I wanted to show y'all my hair. And I'm gonna like put it back up, cause yeah. But honestly though, like, life doesn't stop when you're getting yourself together. Life continues to go on, and it gets harder. Like, so honestly, hurry up and get your shits together. Get yourself together. Get your mind together. Get your body together. Get your spirit together. Get everything together. So by the time that when it comes down to it, and you have to actually put in that work that it takes for you to get to where you need to be at, you don't sit there and be like, okay, I got my mind together, now it's time to get my life together, because you'll lose your mind if your life ain't together and you got your mind right. Because guess what it's gonna say? You did all of this, and then what you did for yourself, you did all of this just to get your mind right, but look at you, ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. What else? Where's my mental at now? I want to do a mental check-in with y'all at the end. My mental is really well. I can say that for a fact. I did not realize how much of a I'm like, why your wig look like that, sis? Because I got a closure instead of a frontal, and I have yet to flat iron my hair because I've been lazy, because I don't know if I want to dye it, and I don't want to fry it then dye it. I don't know if I want to dye it then fry it. It's confusing. I confuse myself sometimes. I'm going purple when I die too. Yeah, I was gonna go pink, but I said it's gonna be purple for the girls. For the girls, for the girls, for the girls. But honestly though, I wanna say, like, while you're getting yourself together, your mental, your spirit, and all that other stuff, make sure that you actually getting your real life together, because you have to be able to multitask. We are multidimensional people. We have so much more than us. We're more than just a body and bones. We're spirit, we're mind, we're body, we're soul. And in real life, you gotta get yourself together. And if you don't get yourself together, guess what? Nobody's gonna feel sorry for you. And like I'm telling you, people only feel so sorry for you for so long. Like, honestly, when I first moved back home, like, there was a day of sympathy for me. The day after that, it was what you gonna do, and how you gonna do it, and how you gonna get back on your feet. And I wasn't mad at it, because that was already my mindset before I even got back to moving back in with my parents. Like, how am I gonna get back on my feet? Like, how am I gonna go get my own place? Like, right? Like, how am I going to go save my money up? How am I gonna go do this? And how am I gonna, I automatically went into grind mode. Like, there hasn't been a moment where it hasn't been me thinking, like, even on my off days, like, I schedule time out to see how can I better myself, because I'm a constant project that I have to work on. Yeah. What else? And it's okay to forgive yourself. A lot of times we don't forgive ourselves for the stuff that we did, possibly didn't do, wanted to do, messed up on, or messed up in. Like, honestly, I've learned how to forgive myself. And when I say I've learned how to forgive myself, like, I've literally learned how to forgive myself. Like, I don't hold grudges anymore with myself. Like, before I used to be like, oh, that's my fault, that's my fault. But now I be like, yeah, that was my fault, but I fixed that in this way. Or, yeah, it was my fault, but I ain't gonna beat myself up over it. Like, whatever happened, happened. Whatever is done, is done. Whatever's written, is written. And it's something that I could do. So, moving forward, I messed up in this area. It is what it is. It's either you're gonna mess with me or not. At the end of the day, if I burn this bridge, that's on me. Whoop-de-whoop-whoop. If I have to cry about it in the car, I will. But I will be moving forward as well, because I refuse to go sit there and be sitting in pity and be like, I just don't know why it keep happening to me. I guess this is not gonna work. Like, this wig is just not gonna lay flat. This wig is not gonna lay flat unless I go in the mirror and I go do the got to be glued and the headscarf. But this is the end of the video, and I'm finna take all this off, and I'm finna get ready for my interview tomorrow, because I refuse to be late. I refuse to let me go. And baby, please, oh baby, baby, pretty please. Please. Yeah. But I feel like that's it. Honestly, I want to show y'all this chart that I did to help me, like, kind of find my peace. I did a pros and cons chart, okay? The pros and cons chart. And then I did their name, I did their role, and the expectation. So right here you see a name, you see the role that they play, the role, and then the expectation. So right here we're going to go with we're going to go do Amali. So her name, her role, which is my best friend, to be there for me without the lies and accept me for who I am, da 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 da. It's some other stuff I wanted to put on there, but I did not. Then I put expectation versus the reality, meaning that on a scale of 100%, what percentage are they giving me? And I looked into it, and it was 5% for her. And yeah, some other people, I did it, and then I came down to a conclusion. I said, in conclusion, based on the expectation versus reality, two relationships have a thriving chance, and it says who and who. And yeah. And then if we look at the pros and cons chart, so this is the I'm Molly, and these are the pros and these are the cons. As you can see, the cons outweigh the pros. So when I did the pros and the cons, and I did expectation versus reality. I did my expectations. Like, for me, like, everybody has different expectations when it comes out of different roles in their lives. So if you say that you're my best friend, I expect a certain type of behavior from you. If you're not my best friend, I don't care if you don't call me, or we're not talking, or we're not communicating, or we're not being honest with each other, because that's not the role that you play in my life. So until you play a role that is close to me or whatever, I don't care if you're not honest with me. I don't care if you don't mess with me on the daily, but I need some consistency on you if we're close. And these are just my expectations. But mind you, these are my expectations. Ooh, when I flat out on this bad boy and get sprint, this part is gonna kill him. Ooh, kill him. Ooh, kill him. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go like get distracted real quick. But no, I did a name, a role. I did inventory on my life. So I did the name, person, I did their role, and I put the expectations that I have for them. And these are just expectations for the role that they so-calledly say they play in my life. And on my wig is not laying flat. Don't crucify me in the comments. Then I did the pros and cons. I did everybody's name, put their pros, and I put their cons. And if you had more cons than you did pros, and your pros wasn't as much weighed as much as them cons did, or we ain't balanced out, or the pros ain't outweigh the cons, we would not be there. And on your pros and cons, it could be whatever it is. Like, your con could be like, they're a liar, and liar may be on there for somebody like, okay, whatever, that's nothing. But if that's one of your core values, then sis, we have an issue. But like, if controlling is one of their cons, and somebody trying to control you, or like somebody like like, that's a big deal. And then you put the expectation versus reality. Do they match the expectations that you have for them versus the reality of what they're offering you? That's where the pros and cons come from. The pros and cons come from how you feel about the relationship. How do you, especially after you communicated something to them over and over again, or you've just communicated something to them in general. I really need to flatten this part of my wig. Like, the expectation versus reality. And is it salvageable? Yes, no, or maybe. And with the maybes, you have to be like, all right, cool. Because I had one maybe out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, 6 things that were close to me. 6 of them. I got 4 no's, 1 maybe, and 1 yes. And that 1 yes was from my job with the good benefits and the perks. And when I put down my conclusion, I felt at peace. I felt at peace of mind. And when it comes down to certain situations, I feel at peace of mind with it, without having to go do this expectations versus reality, the pros and the cons, and is it salvageable? No. The things that you have a hard time accepting, or the things that you're trying to get over, do what I do. Pros, cons, expectation, the role they want to play in your life, or the role that they say they're going to play in your life, and go from there. And then once you do that, then you'll be able to go figure it out. You'll be a whole lot happier. I'm telling you. Yeah, so this is my get ready with me. I know I look rough still. I know I need to put some TLC on my wig, and my makeup, it's not blended out. See that right there? That is not blended out. This part is somewhat blended out. This is blended out. That's blended out. That's blended out. That's not blended out. This is blended out. My lips is popping. I have different eyeshadows. I used to hold totally wrong brush. But yeah, that's just it, you guys. Honestly, I hope you guys enjoy my get ready with me. This is me being honest. This is me being true. I've been on here for almost a whole entire hour, so I hope that you guys are going to enjoy it. And yes, before I go out tomorrow, I am going to flat iron my wig and flat iron this part, put my got to be glued down, slick this bad boy down, get my headscarf, and I'm going to blend out my makeup a lot better. And I'm going to put I was going to say a rubber band, a band-aid over my finger for my interview tomorrow. Say that something happened on my way here, but I'm here, baby. I am the here. Yeah, I play way too much. I am the here. And I'm going to push my wig forward. I'm going to braid my hair down, and I'm probably going to set this wig down so that it could have some discipline. Girl, you're going to get some discipline, baby. You're going to get some discipline. You're going to learn. You're going to go right there. This is going to be slick. Slick them down. You're going to be slick, mama. You're going to be slick. Well, that's where I've been. I hope you guys are tuned in. Tuned in. So yeah. This room is a hot mess. Hey, Ma.